Before we ever saw the world, someone carried us through it first. Before we spoke our first word, before we took our first step, before we even opened our eyes, there was a mother. And sometimes, a mother is born the very moment she hears a heartbeat that is not her own. For some women, the news arrives with laughter. For others, with fear, questions, doubt, uncertainty. Will I be enough? Can I do this? What kind of life can I give this child? But somehow, even before the baby arrives, love already begins growing. Quietly, deeply, patiently. And then, the journey begins. Months of carrying life inside her body. Sleepless nights, morning sickness, feet swollen from exhaustion, cravings at strange hours, silent discomfort nobody fully sees. While the world admires the glow, few notice the sacrifice hidden underneath it. The back pain, the fear, the quiet tears wiped away before anyone notices. Yet every day, she keeps going. Because mothers become homes long before children understand what home means. She speaks to the baby no one else has met yet. She dreams about tiny fingers, tiny footsteps, tiny laughter filling empty rooms. And then suddenly, the day arrives. The contractions begin, the pain becomes heavier, breaths turn into prayers. Minutes feel endless, hours feel impossible, and somewhere between fear and strength, a mother fights one of the hardest battles the human body can endure. Not for herself, but for someone she hasn't even held yet. Then finally, one cry fills the room and everything changes. A tiny life enters the world, while a mother quietly leaves behind the version of herself she used to be. Because from that moment on, she will never belong completely to herself again. The nights become longer. Sleep becomes a memory. The baby cries at midnight, then at 2 a.m., then again before sunrise. And somehow, even with tired eyes and an exhausted body, she still gets up. Again and again and again. Nobody warns mothers how lonely those moments can feel. Rocking a crying child while the entire world sleeps. Holding feverish foreheads. Whispering lullabies through tears of exhaustion. Yet somehow, love keeps carrying her forward. Then the years begin to move faster. First words, first steps, first day of school. Tiny hands slowly learning to let go. And while children grow taller, mothers quietly grow stronger. She becomes teacher, nurse, protector, cook, cheerleader, counselor, and sometimes, she becomes the person who suffers silently just to make sure everyone else is okay. Children rarely notice it at first. The sacrifices, the missed meals, the sleepless worrying, the prayers whispered after everyone goes to bed. Because mothers have a strange way of carrying pain quietly. Then one day, the child who once reached for her hand starts pulling away. Teenage years arrive. Arguments happen. Doors close harder. Replies become shorter. And mothers, though hurt, still remain. Still waiting. Still loving. Still hoping. Because motherhood does not pause when children become older. If anything, the worrying only becomes deeper. And then suddenly, the little child she once carried becomes an adult. Graduation photos replace bedtime stories. Phone calls replace dinner table conversations. Empty bedrooms become memories frozen in time. And quietly, a mother learns the hardest lesson of all, letting go. But even then, she still checks if you've eaten, still worries if you got home safely, still waits for your call, still prays for your happiness. Because some forms of love never retire. Then, time continues its quiet march forward. Hair slowly turns gray. Steps become slower. The hands that once carried children effortlessly begin to tremble while holding a cup of tea. And one day, you notice it. Your mother is getting older. The woman who once looked invincible suddenly looks fragile. And life gently whispers a truth we spend years trying to ignore. Mothers do not stay forever. So while you still can, hug her a little longer. Call her a little more often. Listen to her stories, even the ones you've heard 100 times, because one day, those stories become priceless. And somewhere in old photographs, in old voice notes, in old memories, you realize something beautiful. A mother spends her entire life giving pieces of herself away, just so her children can become whole. Before the world knew your name, she did. Before anyone believed in your future, she did. Before you understood love, you were already living inside it. To every mother carrying invisible battles, to every mother working through exhaustion, to every mother loving even when life becomes difficult, thank you. Thank you for the sacrifices nobody applauded. Thank you for the sleepless nights nobody saw. Thank you for making ordinary moments feel safe. And thank you for carrying humanity itself. Happy Mother's Day.